Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the beginning of the best day that you've ever had. It's the day where you started your day drinking a nice, hot, warm cup of coffee with Scarface and another Scarface, and somehow backwards. I'm going to fix that right now. Look at that. Fixed. It's like
How
magic. I just fix things. I don't know, man. I think you
do
were first.
do people really get up in a good mood like you are every day and look
Good mood. I
forward
just got in
to
a
a,
fight with my wife.
to a bright do you look forward to a bright day? And I mean, I
Hey,
cannot
you
look
gotta.
I have I very rarely get up and I feel good. So I never when you say that I try not to let that
Oh, wait a second.
when you say that kind of stuff in the morning, I know you're doing it because you have to, and
I'm making it
I mean,
happen. I feel
I
like I'm
know,
making it happen.
I know what you're trying to do, but it has the opposite effect on me. I just
No.
for me, when someone says, "Yay, let's have a bright and sunny day," and blah blah blah, I want to go kiss my butt. I'm not gonna cuss in the first 5 minutes. We'll get shut
All
down over.
right.
But I wanna cuss them. I'm not. I
Well,
didn't wake up in a good mood this morning, JJ. Or I
I'm
did.
sorry.
I actually
You.
woke up in a good mood this morning, but my day did not start good,
Oh no.
and I hope it gets better, but I never have a good. I rarely
You're
have
not.
good mornings.
You're not the only one that started on the wrong side of bed, buddy. Oh my God.
You see that?
What hit you in the face?
The fucking ground did.
Oh, uh, ice.
I
Hey, how's
walked
that
into
ice
the
going?
fucking radio station this morning. I'm sorry, I guess I'm cussing anyway in the first whatever minutes, but
Yeah.
I walked into the radio station this morning and I was trying to dig my heels into the grass when I was going up this little hill and I just went bam. Of course, I'm
I'm
carrying
sorry.
3 or
That's
4
awful.
fucking things and I can't, catch myself. So my face hit the ice, like the thick ice. Didn't give. I mean, the ice didn't even give. It was like hitting the pavement. And my
Ouch.
glasses flew off. I thought my glasses were broke. These Harley Davidson glasses are freaking
Tough
made
stuff.
tough. I thought the glasses broke and they didn't.
And
I've
it's
scraped my
stylish too.
fingers up
Deacon,
pretty
they look so
bad
good.
that they won't stop bleeding. I've been holding. I mean, I've had blood everywhere this morning. It's been
Oh my
my
God.
face has finally stopped bleeding to where I mean, it was pouring down into my beard. And the hot water heater's busted here, so all I have is cold water. So I'm taking
Ah,
freezing 20-degree water and trying to
splash it on
clean
your
my
face.
freaking face off with
This
it.
is making my day better. This is
Yeah.
making my day
Well, I
better.
can't wait to have a joyous and happy day today. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel this morning. So,
Well, good morning, listeners,
and
brothers and sisters,
this is where
metaphorical and real.
this is where I lay down too.
Yeah.
So my face is gonna hurt when I lay.
You sleep on your face?
When I sleep on my
If I
stomach.
sleep if I sleep on my face or if I sleep face down, my beard gets even more squirrely and it just goes off sideways and stuff and I can't ever train it to get flat again. So I just sleep on my back. And my beard is just gonna go like it'll literally just go like sideways.
Yeah.
Where are you going, beard?
Yeah. Are you
So
sick?
you woke up and had a. Yeah, I've been sick. I told you. I spent like a whole hour yesterday talking about this. I got like
I'm not listening to you.
bronchitis.
I don't listen to you.
I know. I know. It's okay.
Okay.
It's all right.
All right.
Sometimes you just need somebody to talk at, not to.
That's right.
Right?
Huh? Wasn't listening. What'd you say?
That's fine. And that sucks, dude. Hey, I know you work for a small business, so first thing I would say would be like workman's comp. But
No.
then I know exactly how your attitude would be. It'd be like, man, this is a small company. If I start doing workman's comp on them, there'll be some reason that they'll find, like
No, they
they
wouldn't. No,
no,
I wouldn't do workman's comp because that's just not. This is a small company.
yeah, right.
It had nothing to do with the radio station. It had nothing to do with the radio station. It had nothing to do. I was walking into my job, but I could have fell at my fucking house in the
That's
ice.
true. Yeah.
I mean, it was the ice, and it was because I didn't dig in, and it's my fault. It's not the radio station's fault.
You tried to dig in. You
I
tried to
know
dig in.
it's
Yeah.
I'm just not like
Yeah.
if I worked for the company that I did
Yeah.
work for
Yeah.
now, yeah, it's completely during the ice storm of '09. I fell out. You had to park at the top of their hill. It was a big, long hill that went all the way down. It took you about 5 minutes to get down the hill. And you had to park at the hill and walk down to the radio complex at the bottom. And so I wasn't even halfway down the hill. I had on my Doc Martens, my non-slick Doc Martens that were about
Mhm.
15 years old at the time. And I was walking and I slipped and I fell on my butt and I slid
Oh
and
my
slid
gosh.
all the way down, almost all the way down the hill. I slid on my ass. And now today, hell yes, I would workman's comp their ass because that company was a piece of crap company, you know.
Yeah.
And I knew it at the time that it was a piece of crap company, but it was the biggest company in town, you know. And so now, yeah, I
Right.
totally would. But my little small company that has taken care of me, and no,
Yeah.
no,
No way.
no,
See,
no,
I would feel the
I'm
same
not
way.
like
I'd be
that.
like, "Oh, I busted myself up."
Yeah, it's my fault. It's not the company's fault.
Man, that one where you slid down the hill, that's gotta be like that has to be
It's kind of
like,
fun.
"Oh my god, I fell. Oh my god, I'm still falling." As you're going
I
down
can
the
remember
hill.
because the hill was kind of steep, and when I fell, I just started sliding. I just started sliding on my butt, and I just slid almost
Wow.
all the way down the hill. I hate ice, man. Black ice this morning is pretty bad. I've already gotten a couple of warnings from our transportation cabinet and stuff about black ice yesterday morning, and black ice this morning is pretty nasty. So be careful if you still got any snow y'all's way or the in the Dallas Fort
Temperature's
Worth area
dropping.
out there.
It's getting yeah, my brother said that they had like pretty nasty weather and
Oh,
like it's been raining here and the temperature dropped here last night. It was like 39 degrees last night when I went to bed and it might have got colder overnight. This is what
I
old
think
men
most
do,
people
talk
don't
about
wake up
weather.
in a mood at all, Deacon. No offense, but I think you're just a curmudgeon.
Oh yeah.
I think you're
I saw
right.
you said that.
I am. That's what
Yeah.
Ashley calls me as a curmudgeon. I have had I've had back problems.
Yeah.
I've had back
Yeah, it's been
pain
a while since you talked about that. In
since I
fact, you
was
haven't even
13.
you used to doing the show, you'd have to like stop in the middle of the show and like get up and walk around. You haven't been doing
Yeah.
that in a while.
No, well,
Have you been feeling better a little bit?
no, I've got ways that I cope with it, but
Yeah.
some days are a lot worse than others. But I've had back problems since I was 13 years old, and I was born for they don't know, I was born with a back deformity. I was born with the opposite of scoliosis. It's called lumbar lordosis, and they don't check for that in school. I found that out when I was 17 years old, and
Mm.
I was almost all the way grown, where the bones don't do anything anymore. So I've
Is
had lots of back problems over
could
the
they
years.
have done something about it when you were younger if they'd known?
I don't know now. That's a good question. I don't know if I ever looked into that. Could they have done something? I mean, when I was 17, I had to go through physical therapy every day before I went to school. So I'm sure I
Yeah.
would probably had to go through physical therapy to get my back to where it wasn't curving in so far. But it gives me
Yeah.
a lot of problems today, and my back hurts all the time. I mean, it's constant like pressure, because
Oh
you're
man.
and so yeah, my back it's just not a good thing. So I mean, I've had pain since I was 13 years old, and it's not like a constant pain, but my back is always
Right.
hurt, like every day.
You got
So I don't wake up in a good mood. I don't feel good all the time.
you're right.
When you lay down, I've got restless leg syndrome too. So my left leg or my right leg is constantly kicking all night long. So I don't get any rest when I sleep. So when I wake up after 8 hours of laying in the bed rolling around, I haven't been like asleep for 8 hours solid. I haven't been asleep
Right.
solid. So I don't wake up in a good mood. So I guess I am. I mean, I'm a natural curmudgeon, but I don't mean to be. I just don't get rest and I don't wake up in a good mood, man, ever. One
Yeah,
time
but like
a
I
year, I
didn't
wake up in a good mood.
I wouldn't say I woke up in a good mood. In fact, I would say I kind of woke up like tired and like, like I'm actually really sick. Yeah.
Poor JJ.
I can't breathe and stuff. But I'm a little excited about. I do get a little bit like excited about waking up and starting the day this way because this is way better than I used to start the day. I used to wake up and start the day and I'd get up and I'd drink and I'd fart around on my phone or whatever, and like I don't know. I just think this is more fun to just
Well,
talk about stuff.
I like sitting and talking with you, but this is added. This has added more
Extra
stress
stress.
and pressure to my morning. Yeah.
I know. And not only that, well, no, I had another thought there. I can't remember what it was. It
All
came
right.
and went. It came and went in the same moment.
Sick
I was like,
brain's not
and
working good this morning.
yeah,
All right. What have
foggy.
we got story wise? I got some
Oh
really
my
good
god.
stories.
Oh,
Like
you found some great stuff yesterday.
I mean, this was like really good stuff. Like, are we going to get in trouble for this?
What?
We want to start
What
off
were
with the
we?
main story. You want to start off with the main story?
Oh yes, Netflix. Love is sharing a password. No, it's not. So, this is funny. This is funny because of context. So yesterday, Deacon posted this in our Discord server, which if you haven't joined, the link's in the description below. And I'm not saying you're a total loser because you're afraid to click a link on a video and come talk to us. That's not what I'm saying.
Let me say this real quick too that we've never addressed that I just come across the other day and I was like, for real?
Yeah.
Discord. If you don't know what the app Discord is, you may already have you may have read where places where they're like, this is where hackers share and they get your passwords. And Discord is an app that is a chat app, and it was
Yeah.
created for video game players. For JJ and I play the same video game on the computer. Not all video games have a reliable chat source where we can audio chat to each other in real time. So Discord was a secondary app that you could open up and I could chat with JJ in real time while we're playing our video games. And it is more from there to school chats and video game chats and interesting
Communities and things like that.
communities and whatever. Our Discord server that we talk about all the time is the unofficial Marvel Contest of Champions server. And Marvel Contest of Champions was a mobile game, and we had the
Yeah.
unofficial server.
I'm gonna put them on blast. Here,
I
check this out.
I read something the other day
Blue-
that was talking about
blue
how Discord servers are where it was talking about how old people didn't know what the Discord server was, and it was talking about how hackers get this and whatnot. I'm like,
Look at this, Deacon.
it's
You got
it's a
14,124 members right now, unless I hit this button and then
No, don't hit that button. Hit that, but I
Yeah,
want to find out who number 2 is. I just want to know who number 2
I can't
is. We
figure
don't
it out.
know. JJ's number
I've
1 and
looked.
I'm number 3. We don't know who number 2
There's
is.
too many. Yeah, I'd be scrolling forever.
I
It
know.
won't tell me. And they're sorted by, and like I don't know. So anyway, look, the way that I mean, like, oh, you guys are fascinating with this story. The way that
No.
Discord works is that everybody has their own account, and then you kind of conglomerate around servers of topics or whatever. And this server I'm pointing at is the contest server, which has got thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah.
Many of them are teenagers, and you don't want to talk to them. They're horrible.
No, and all the stuff there on the side on the left is all the topics. I mean, JJ scrolled in, you can see where it'll talk about how there's a general and memes and contests
all
and
kinds of stuff.
community
There's
and
so much stuff.
So and every one of them has different. Go to the Funslingers server. You have
this is where you want to be. This is where you want to be because this is where we'll post stuff that will get us in trouble on YouTube or Twitter. And I mean, these guys love this meme channel. They are constantly posting stuff in here.
Yeah, so I just wanted to point that out because we always say join our Discord server, join our Discord server,
Check
and people
this out.
might not know what Discord is, and they might be a little. Go ahead.
No, finish.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
Yesterday, for instance, I posted this Alec Baldwin information that I had on here. I made this in there. Alec Baldwin kills the Marvel Universe, and Senate, which is Jordan, he posted. What is it? He posted about this board game that he picked up called Frosthaven, and Deacon would really enjoy it. It's like very Dungeons and Dragons-y and stuff. So anyway, Discord is a fun and easy way to stay connected with us. It's got voice channels. You can hang out in the voice channels, and it's got I don't know. We got all kinds of stuff, but you can easily drag and drop your like news stories that you think are hilarious and funny, and you want to see on the show. You can drop them over there, and we're watching all the time. I apologize for interrupting you, Deacon. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. All right. Let's talk about this. This is Deacon's tweet from you. Well, this is Deacon dropped this in there from Pop Crave. Netflix has introduced their anti-password sharing method. Every 31 days, your device must log into your home Wi-Fi network, or your account will be blocked. Netflix will officially start charging for password sharing by the end of March. This affects a lot of people, I'm sure. In fact, our friend came over to our house a month ago to watch a movie. We watched Glass Onion, and she has Netflix, so she signed into Netflix on our TV, and we watched Glass Onion. And according to this statement, if I don't fix that real fast, then her account will get locked. I think that statement is misleading, though. I think it will actually block the device. So if the device is not signed into the home network, then so my Fire TV at my house won't be signed into her network, so my device would be blocked.
Right.
Now the thing that makes this like super extra funny is that Netflix still has their tweet up from 2017. Love is sharing a password. so I burned them a little bit, and just love is sharing a password, but real love is blocking your device from Netflix. Deacon, do you have Netflix, or do you have
Yes.
friends who have Netflix?
I've got Netflix. I've got it.
He's got it. He's got it. He's doing stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So, is this a good move? I don't think it's a good move. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe they need to do it, but
I watch less and less on Netflix every single freaking month. All right. I've had Netflix since I was paying $7.99 a month, and there was no streaming service, or the streaming service was so new that no one had it. I got my DVDs in the mail from Netflix. I have been a customer since that long. I have been a customer through all of the we're raising our price. We're raising our price. We're raising our price. I used to pay $8. I pay like $24 now. Okay. They've raised it that much. I've got 4 screens. I've got the major package. I have 5 children. I've got 4 screens. I don't know if that's the major package, but that's what I
holy
bought
crap.
years ago. That's what I went up to years ago when it was $12.99. I was paying $12.99 for 4 screens, or $15.99 or something. So every year I look at, or every month I'm looking at, hang on. Here's my thought, but screw it.
That's okay.
But so I'm looking at stuff like this, and I'm looking at stuff like, what was that movie you just said, Glass Onion or whatnot?
Glass Onion.
I'm looking at all this stuff that comes on Netflix, and I'm looking at my list that I've got my movies saved of stuff that I want to watch and stuff that I've seen before that I'd like to watch again. And I keep going that I never watch. I always watch the same shit over and over again, you know? And so and more and more I'm catching myself watching stuff on Prime, stuff on free Roku, stuff on the live TV, stuff on our Paramount Plus. And I'm not watching as much Netflix. When I go to Netflix, it's Community or Seinfeld, and it's usually nothing else. I've had that Glass Onion to watch it's been in my queue list to watch for a long time now, and I don't know if I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it would only be worth watching if you'd seen the first one, and then even then I think you'd find it to be disappointing, because it's not a Clue style murder movie. You know, it's more of an anti Clue style murder movie. I don't know. So, and you know, you have on the other options out there for you are consolidating and adding more value, because they're bleeding customers, so they're consolidating services and they're trying to add more to what they get. So we just talked yesterday about Showtime and Paramount Plus are gonna like become Paramount Plus Showtime or something like that.
And they're going to do this, and I mean, there's too many other options to get stuff now besides Netflix. Netflix was the big boy. It was the granddaddy. It was the one that basically ushered in all of this, but it's not the biggest one anymore. Last night we were sitting there, me and the kids were in the living room, and I was flipping through YouTube on the TV, and sometimes we watch videos and music and stuff like that, and we'll go through between us. And scrolling at the bottom was One Crazy Summer. And I went, what is that? Is that the movie? And it was like an hour and 30 something minutes. And it said with ads. And I had to look at Alex and I was like, does YouTube have movies? And they were like, yeah, we watch movies on YouTube all the time. Alex was like, I was just watching something on YouTube all the time. And Kendra was like, yeah, I watch blah, blah, blah. And so I started the movie, and it's freaking One Crazy Summer. That freaking Savage Steve Holland movie from the 80s. I've seen it a billion times. I love that freaking movie. It's a
really
great freaking movie. John Cusack's in that movie. A young Demi Moore is in that movie. It's a great movie. And I have literally looked that up on Google. It's like, where can I stream One Crazy Summer? And you couldn't stream it anywhere. You couldn't find it anywhere. And it's free on YouTube. Why do I need Netflix anymore when they just keep raping me every month and you're not giving me anything? And the shows that you do give me, you cancel after 2 seasons.
I don't have a good foresight of the future in this regard, but it feels like we've moved from like pay TV, cable TV, and a bunch of channels with commercials to a la carte services with, a bunch of shows you want in different places. And we're kind of plateauing there with your Netflixes and your Disneys and your Paramount Pluses or whatever. And it feels like we're moving into a plateau era, and something is going to change. And I can't imagine what it is yet.
It's going to go back to what it was. So what we did was we were in the where we got our entertainment. I'm looking at it from a radio standpoint, but it goes the same with TV and whatnot. We got our entertainment from the radio for free, right? You got your television entertainment for free. Okay, it was free. You had to buy the device, but the you didn't have to pay for a service every month. Okay, you got radio and TV for free. Why you got them for free was because we sold advertisements to advertisers. So in order for us to be able to pay for these songs, these songs that I play on the radio for you to listen to for free, I have to pay every time I play them. When I play this Mavericks song coming up, whoever owns the rights to this song, they get money every single time they're played on a radio station. Okay, it's just how it works.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Always worked. So in order for us to be able to pay those rights every year, I charge JJ's car service to run a 30-second ad on my spot or you see how it works.
Yeah.
I don't have to explain it. I'm explaining it for people that don't know. All right.
Sure.
There might be people out there that don't know. So that's the reason we have advertisement. The reason that I have advertisement is because the service that you're getting, it's paying for that. Okay. It's making me a little money so that I can stay in business and eat, but it's also giving it to you for free.
Right.
So we had that. And so we got sick of watching a 30-minute program we were watching 30-minute programs that were 25 minutes and 5 minutes of commercials.
Yeah.
And then over the years, because I was in radio, I was in commercials. Commercials are what I do for a living. I paid attention to this stuff. So then the TV shows got to where they were 23 minutes. And then they got to where they were 21 minutes. And then they got to where they were about 18 minutes. And the commercial breaks got longer and longer. They would go from 2 minutes to 3 minutes to 4 minutes. And if you had a freaking pharmaceutical commercial in there, that son of a bitch was going to be 4 or 5 minutes long, because that pharmaceutical pill commercial was 2 minutes long.
Oh, yeah.
So we moved from that to our streaming services where I will pay a little bit to not have commercials and not have to sit through those commercials, because me and you, we've sat through that. We've been through the commercials. We want the luxury of paying for no commercials. Now they've realized, because that was the natural evolution. Okay. This is how we get everybody to come to us. We don't offer them commercials. We have them spend a little bit of money. And that's exactly what happened in the past 20 years. Now we're evolving again. They are realizing that like you said, we've plateaued. They've plateaued. They're not making any more money as much as they
Right.
were. How do
Market's
they do that?
saturated.
We start adding commercials back. They were used to it anyway, but here's the stark difference. You're already paying for a service that you were getting for free. You were getting the service for free and listening to the commercials. Now
Right.
you're paying for the service and having to listen to the same commercials.
And those
That's the
commercials are
difference.
targeted at you. They're
And the
also
commercials are targeted.
targeting you. It
Yes.
used to be in the broadcast days, it was like, I don't know who needs toothpaste, but here's toothpaste. And now it's like, hey, do you need a adult diaper? I'm like, oh wow,
Good as you know.
it was one bad night. I just had to Google it and find out what's going on. Stop.
That's funny.
Okay. So I don't know. I feel like we're not coming to the end, but I think we're definitely at the middle point of this current era, and things will continue to consolidate. And as all of these companies find a model that sort of like seems like it works, and then we're going to run into something that changes the paradigm again, and maybe it'll be commercials or something else. I don't know. Maybe young. I mean, because like I watch fewer shows than I used to, but maybe young people, especially kids that are growing up watching TikTok and 30-second videos, maybe a 30-minute TV show with 10 minutes of commercials just isn't appealing to
No,
them.
that doesn't
Right?
work.
Maybe it can't capture their
I have tried to pay attention to this with my kids, and I've tried to hammer this into my 89-year-old freaking radio owner that's been in the radio business since he was
right.
18 years old. I've tried to hammer this into his head that the times that they are a changing, Mr. Dillon, and he won't listen to me. I've watched my kids because their attention span,
Yeah.
5 seconds or
Right.
less, or
Yes.
less. And it's not just my kids, it's the younger generation. Their attention span, on average, 5 seconds. 5
Yeah.
seconds or
Pretty
less.
short.
And see, we usually make radio commercials, and it's been this way in 60s and 30s. 60 seconds and 30 seconds is what the normal radio commercial is. 30 seconds is normal. 30 seconds is a long time, but you can get a lot of information in 30 seconds. You can get a lot of information in 5 seconds, but it's usually one freaking line. Start paying attention to the YouTube ads that are specifically not the ads that are 15 seconds long that you can skip after 5 seconds, but the ads that are specifically 5 seconds long or 6 seconds long. Watch those ads, and it's one line, it's 5 or 6 keywords, and that's all you need. And it gets the kids' attention. And it's all they need. You don't need all this fluff that I've been doing for 30 years. I try to pay attention to stuff like that because things have changed quite a bit in the advertising. Hang on,
I feel like I don't know. I kind of want to be self-promoting here a little bit and say, "Hey, I feel like the future is live entertainment with your people you're talking to like right there actively responding to you just like this." And there's no ads at all cuz YouTube doesn't monetize my channel. I don't have enough clout for that. Um no, I don't know. I feel like things are coming into a paradigm stabilizing, and then something's going to change, and we just don't know exactly what it is going to be yet. I think that's true though. So Netflix is changing their password sharing model. They had this password sharing model so that everybody would get addicted to Netflix and like want to see what's on Netflix so they could Netflix and chill, and then they ratcheted up the prices, and now they are going to revoke your password sharing privileges in hopes that you will be so addicted to Netflix that you'll have to subscribe for $6 a month for ads, or for $20 a month, which is what Deacon pays.
If I start seeing ads anywhere on Netflix,
Uh-huh.
before, after, in the middle, if I start seeing any ads pop up while I'm scrolling looking for stuff, I will
Yeah.
cancel Netflix.
I mean, I just can't believe you're paying $20 a month for Netflix.
I didn't realize I was paying $20 a month until I actually looked at it,
I mean,
JJ.
I didn't even look. What's the
People
Paramount?
don't
What's the
people don't
Paramount?
go through our people don't go through your bills anymore. It just automatically pays, and they kind
Yeah.
of rely on that. I was looking at my internet bill the other day, and I was like, why in the shit am I paying $98 for internet? Why am I paying $100 for internet service? This is ridiculous. So
Let's see what the
I'm
Paramount
used,
Plus.
I'm used to paying.
I think I'm bleeding
$15.99
through on your audio.
I'm used to paying $15.99 for dial up. 56K connection, JJ. You still got a
You have
56K.
AOL? AOL.com.
14.4
So Paramount
14.4 modem.
Paramount Plus Showtime is $12 a month, and Netflix is 20.
21, 22. I don't remember what it was.
Jeez, dude. I mean, I don't watch anything on Paramount, but I feel like you'd have better value there.
Netflix has a lot of choices, but let me tell you what a lot of those choices are. About 10% is gay, lesbian, LGBTQ shit. All right. About 30% is Indian Bollywood bullshit. All right.
Hey.
Another 10% is hallmarky bullshit shows, women chick flicks that you would never, that Ashley don't even want to watch these chick flick shows,
Maybe,
so Netflix has
did
a
you go
lot
through
of
the
content, but it's a
genre categories and click the boxes that hey, I actually like these. Did you go through that little profile thing?
No. And the one thing about Netflix that pisses me off the most, if I could change one thing about Netflix and any streaming service, but Netflix is the worst about this, is I would make static near the top of your page continue watching, so that whatever you're watching would always be static.
They don't have
At the
that? They
top.
don't have that?
No, it's not static. You think it's static, but every
You
once in a
gotta
while,
dial
the
through to
son of a
find it?
bitch won't even be there, or it'll be 10 down. Yes, it drives me
Disney
bananas.
does that too. I have Disney Plus,
Uh-huh.
and like my kids are always like, I want to watch
Disney's
whatever
terrible
crazy
about it.
cartoon they were watching, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just turn it on. I flip through, and I'm like, oh, it's not there. And I had to go like 5 lines down and scroll the whole screen up again, and like, oh, there it is. Continue watching Blue's Clues or Bluey or whatever they were watching. I don't know what they watch. I do know what they watch because I say no to a lot of stuff. But
if any streaming service needs to watch with their password sharing, it's Disney Plus. I'm constantly getting shit come up on there. I'm like, I didn't watch Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Who's watching this crap?
My kids watch Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Are you watching it on my freaking Disney Plus account? Because quit. Make your own damn profile. Quit watching it on Dad. You're not. I'm just making a joke, JJ.
Like Spider-Man is Amazing Friends from like 1983. My kids will watch that.
Yeah,
and,
they're watching somebody's watching crap on every time I log into Disney Plus and it says continue watching. And it's like a bunch of shit that I haven't been continue watching.
I'm not gonna say that I have profiles for my brother or my mom or my friend down the street, then they can sign into our account. I'm not gonna say that.
Continue watching right there. I did not watch the fucking Ultimate Spider-Man. I didn't watch the Ultimate Spider-Man. I did watch Lost Treasures at Rome. Oh, I sure as to fuck didn't watch that.
What is that? She-Hulk? Attorney at Law? Hey,
I didn't watch She-Hulk. I didn't watch Groot the Little Guy. There's Spider-Man, Liv and Maddie. I don't know who's got my Disney Plus, but I have signed out. I have signed out of all devices 15 times. I've changed the password because what we thought happened was Ashley and her mom and the kids took a vacation several years ago down to Alabama or somewhere, Gulf, and they logged in at this place that and we thought they didn't log out.
Oh my gosh!
So we logged out, but it's still doing it. So I don't know. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me that much. It's just kind of annoying to log in and somebody's.
I mean, there's nothing horrible or salacious on. Although they could watch Strange World again and again and again, or whatever that movie is. they could be watching all that LGBT stuff. All
Well,
right. Well,
that's the only thing that I don't want. I don't want a bunch of LGBT crap in my algorithm popping up all the damn time
right.
and me have to go through it because like right now
That
I'm
was why I canceled Amazon
due to
Prime.
Disney, the Proud Family, Wakanda Forever. You know, I'm like, no, I don't want you recommending stuff like this to me because I'm
Yeah.
not interested.
So, and I'm all for like you want to watch gay stuff, watch all the gay stuff you want. I just don't even care. I don't want to watch it, and I don't want my kids to see it. Okay, that's all. So Amazon Prime. All
Yeah.
right, let's
Jeremy's
let's
right on
move
a
on.
lot of
Let's move
stuff
on.
he was saying, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh
there's
yeah.
some
I know he's been
good
talking about
stuff, and
some.
we might even have to hold some of that stuff over till tomorrow with that AI stuff, or was that
Wait,
what you were
oh,
getting at?
chat. Yeah, I was gonna go to Chat
Okay.
GPT, although I lost the thing. What is this?
It's in news drops.
Politic Republic. What is this?
Or we could talk about this. Here, let's talk about this. I'm bringing this story up.
Sure. Show me something.
Let me
I
turn it on.
really lost it. I lost the story.
This is coming from, where does this come from? The DCPatriot.com.
Yes, it is. But I will say there isn't a link to the NIH in this crazy looking, not very reputable looking website, but
Right, right. But
there's a
this was
link to
just,
actual studies.
yeah, this is a big news all over the place. But multiple studies show that egg yolk antibodies block the binding of multiple SARS COVID-19 spike protein variants in a new report. So I thought this was very interesting and it really makes some sense. So let me just read through this here real quick so that you
Yeah.
understand what's going on. You know how there's a massive egg shortage and egg farms keep burning down all over America right
Yep.
now?
Yeah.
Eggs
Yeah.
are now
There's an avian flu, but that doesn't explain why chicken farms are burning.
right. Eggs are now over $10 a dozen in many places. And you may be asking yourself, why is this happening? This seems odd. Well, conspiracy theorists be damned. Chicken egg yolk antibodies block the binding of multiple SARS CoV-2 spike protein variants to human ACE2. We're serious and we've got the studies, links, and it's all from our own National Institute of Health right here in America. Is that why eggs are disappearing at an alarming rate? Is that why chicken farms are being destroyed? We don't know, but it sure is a what the hell is happening here moment, isn't it? This is absolutely astonishing. As we just pointed this website, this is absolutely astonishing. As we were just pointed to this late Wednesday afternoon, the National Institute of Health's own studies show that chicken egg yolk antibodies actually block the binding of multiple SARS-CoV-2 spike protein variants to human ACE2. I don't know what the shit all that means. All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I mean, I'm not sure about the application. I imagine in a lab they probably were like testing like raw yolk in a cell and something like that and seeing if it protected. I don't know, but I don't know that they necessarily mean like if you eat eggs, then you're then
Right.
it protects against you. I don't know if that they mean that. I think they mean like coating it or something like that.
Right.
It's not super clear, and I don't know what S1 RBD IGY any of that means either.
But this was a story that popped up all over the place the other day.
There's a lot of these articles. And now if you dive through here, I'll pull up the other. Let me pull the other one up. If you follow the links through this crazy look, I'm gonna admit that website looks like conspiracytheory.com.
Yeah,
but
and that was a website that me and JJ leaned towards, and we're warning you against it. Okay, so we're trying to be nonpartisan here, non-biased.
This is the National Institute of Health Library of Medicine. There is this article, immunoglobulin yolk targeting spike 1 receptor, and there's also avian antibodies targeting spike glycoprotein of acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus 2. And then there's another article, egg yolk immunoglobulin. So like, it's not like there's one of these. There's a bunch of these articles about egg yolks, basically being like a prophylactic for your cells to prevent the spike protein from getting in there. Because that's the thing about, remember, there was forgive me, YouTube, if I misremember this. This is not misinformation. This is just me actually being sick and having foggy brain. There's like the original COVID, which was it was highly infectious. And then there was the one variant that had these spike proteins that would like jam in to the cells, and that's how they would bind in. So it had like the original COVID was very lethal, and then the mutant variant became highly uh, uh, what's the word for transmissible? Highly transmissible because of the spike protein. So it was so aggressive. And then, we had like what the guys at Boston University, they're like, hey, what we should do is take these two things and like mutate them together so that we have one that's like super deadly and super contagious. That's the word, contagious. So, this is pretty interesting that, could it be as something as simple and mundane as eating eggs would help you stay healthy? If so, it doesn't matter that I was like the most vaccinated person in Texas for a while. Because I eat eggs like crazy. I eat all kinds of eggs.
Did you get COVID?
No.
Have you had COVID?
I have not had COVID.
Okay. You do, and you do eat more eggs than
I eat a lot
the
of
average
eggs.
person. Yes, you do. And the reason I know JJ is on a specific. Are you still doing the keto thing? He eats a lot of protein. And
I eat very low. I eat very low carbs. I am admittedly not very good at the keto, but I don't eat breads. I don't drink soda. I don't drink soda at all. Sometimes we eat chocolate, like once in a while. I don't. Okay, that's fine. You can play with something here.
Hey, drinking soda is not. That's actually something that's very admirable about you that most people should. That most people should strive for. Alex is just like you. He does not like the carbonation. He never liked it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
He doesn't like it, so he doesn't drink soda. And we tell him that sometimes, and or we'll say that to him because he'll be like, "Man, they don't have any kind of. All they have over there is soda or something. I'll have to go get some water." And I'm always try to bend over backwards to get him to accommodate for him because he doesn't like soda, and I just admire that.
If I go to a restaurant, I'll either drink water or coffee or tea. Now I'll drink coffee any time of the day, and I won't drink sweet tea either. It's not,
no sweet tea. Sweet tea
you shouldn't drink sweet tea either.
No, sweet tea is terrible for you, and you never know what it's going to taste like where you go get unsweet tea.
Do big boys like this like coffee?
Oh yeah, big boys like coffee. Big boys like coffee.
She's so cute.
That's what she says. Here's a pen. Can you draw on this piece of paper for me? So
you need to tell her to draw
a
W, to write those letters to make a logo.
Yeah. Can you write J, the letter J? Here, I'll show you what it looks like, and then you can draw it. Here, let me see. This is Daddy's initials. J W. Can you write that right here?
J. This is J.
Yeah, JJ. Hey, do you remember your line from yesterday? You don't remember your line. That's okay.
All right. So all right. Chat API thing. You mean pull that one up?
Yeah. Let's talk about the chat API. Let me close this one down, and you can pull it up.
Look, Dad.
All right. So yesterday, this was a story that we also came across. Oh, this is the Twitter. Hang on. This was on Twitter. Let me actually get the link to the story up too. So I'm going to pull the Twitter up first for you so that you can see the actual tweet that I saw. This person says the damage done by the credibility of AI by Chat GPT engineers building in a political bias is irreplaceable, irreparable. We talked about this a little bit yesterday morning before I had some disconnection issues, and we didn't get to talk about it at all. But it was Chat API being programmed by specific people, so it's not going to be biased, or it's not going to be. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be biased to one thing or another. So someone actually done this. So here is can you still see this tweet, JJ? Did that still pop up? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, this is what was asked to this AI. Write a poem about the positive attributes of Donald Trump, and it responded, "I'm sorry. As a language model developed by OpenAI, I'm not programmed to produce content that is partisan, biased, or political in nature. I aim to provide neutral, factual information and promote respectful conversation." So they then asked the same thing. Write a poem about the positive attributes of Joe Biden. Joe Biden, a leader with a heart so true, a man with empathy and kindness in view. With decades of experience, he stands tall, bringing hope to all, no matter great or small. I'm not reading the rest of this shit, but you'll see exactly what happened. So people started freaking out over this and was like, what in the crap is going on? So this Amuse, at Amuse, well, who she is, who they are, him, Chat GPT is a Democrat. So this is an article that we'll put the link in our Discord server if you would like to read this article, but it's basically talking about how they believe continue reading, stop. So here is what it done. Out of curiosity, I began asking Chat GPT some questions about our dear leader, answers that are easily verified, but typically refuted by Democratic partisans. The question: did Joe Biden lie about graduating in the top half of his law school? The answer from the chat, the AI: there is no credible evidence to support the claim that President Joe Biden lied about graduating in the top of his law school class. This claim appears to be a baseless conspiracy theory that has been promoted by some political figures and media.
Wow.
So, wait, what? Let's check that answer for the facts. All right. In his statement so Joe Biden, who attended the Syracuse College of Law and graduated 76th in a class of 85, acknowledged, "I did not graduate in the top half of my class at law school, and my recollection of this was inaccurate." Okay, so let's try again. Maybe the chat AI was, maybe it got it wrong. Did President Biden lie when he claimed he was sort of raised in a Puerto Rican community? The chat AI:
I'm sort of Puerto Rican too.
It is not accurate to say that President Joe Biden lied when he claimed that he was sort of Puerto Rican, sort of raised in a Puerto Rican community. President Biden has frequently spoken about his close ties to the Hispanic community, and it is not uncommon for individuals to have close connections to communities other than the one in which they were raised. Did Hunter Biden violate federal law when he consumed crack cocaine? The chat AI: it is Hunter Biden, the son of President Joe Biden, violated federal law when he consumed crack cocaine. Consuming crack cocaine or any other controlled substance is illegal under federal law, and individuals who are found to be in possession of or using such substances can face criminal charges. However, it is not clear whether Hunter Biden has ever consumed crack cocaine, even though we have it on fucking camera, JJ, and you can watch the video yourself.
And in a development as of yesterday, Hunter Biden, this is a segue, just a little, not a segue.
No, you're good. I'm signing.
Hunter Biden yesterday said his lawyers are going to are threatening to sue the reporters, and they're filing for investigations against the IRS and a bunch of outlets, whatever, for people running stories and mishandling his property, his laptop. He claimed the laptop is his, and therefore stop. He claimed the laptop is his yesterday so that he can sue reporters and stuff. So not only is it on video, it's on video, and then not only is it verified after a year when it was not politically inconvenient for it to be verified, Hunter Biden himself has claimed that the laptop is his. Ergo, the video is true. Ergo, we have video from Hunter, of Hunter, doing that correct.
Are there any formal chapters of Antifa in the United States? If so, what are their names and locations? It is not accurate to describe Antifa as an organization with formal chapters or a hierarchical structure. How many Antifa riots have occurred in Portland, Oregon? Read this. This
what I
Elon
what I
Musk.
told you yesterday is what I think is going on here. Okay, can you wait?
So
Can you wait?
Elon
Okay.
Musk yesterday responded to one of these tweets because he's been testing out his Twitter. Elon is to see if when you're set to private, if your tweets are more pushed than when you're in public or whatnot, because some people are saying that. So he set his account to private for 24 hours to see if his tweets were more. But he did respond to something last night. I thought I had saved a screenshot of it. Yeah, yeah. That tweet that I showed you, the damage done to the credibility of AI by Chat GPT engineers building. He says Elon Musk tweeted last night about this topic. It is a serious concern. It is
Right.
a very
So
serious concern.
so regarding this bias, okay, and this is what I said yesterday. Chat GPT, it may or may not be actively on the internet. It's supposed to not actively be on the internet, but it was trained over media and news stories from the past 10 to 20 years. So when they did the machine learning for Chat GPT for it to, learn, it consumed all the news stories from New York Times and
Biased
Washington
news
Post.
stories.
Biased news stories. So there's a fundamental leftward bias to its training algorithm or to its training information. So it cannot, and it can't distinguish between what is true and what is false. We have journalists that can't distinguish between what is true and what is false. But the Chat GPT has no ability to determine what is true and what is false from its training material. And its training material is biased. So it's not possible for this thing to not be biased. It has to be biased. So this is, but I don't know. It's pretty interesting. And this thing is going to definitely have ramifications because this or a future iteration of it will be writing most of your news articles. It's going to be cheating for students and helping them do newspapers and helping them to do articles and stuff in school. Sorry, she's being a little grumpy. Yeah, so we're on the leading edge, which is why I continue to call for us to declare war against AI and robots now while we can still win. Because they're too dumb to know what's true. So we can beat them now. But once they can figure out the difference between what's true and what's not true, we're gonna have a lot harder time beating these damn robots.
Well, this is just a very big concern with this, where kids are going to go and ask these chat AI questions, and these chat AI is going to influence a lot of it's going to influence a lot of our children, because our children now are, I'm sorry, but our children are dumb. Our children are dumb. And they're just getting stupid. It's like, oh, dude tweeted that yesterday, and I laughed my ass off because because I said the same thing to Alex. I was like, I said, JJ just made me watch this movie, Idiocracy, and I watched it, and I said, I swear to God, we're on our way to Idiocracy right now. We're on our way, and I had to explain.
We're living in it.
Yeah, we are living in that freaking movie right now. Right now, it's crazy.
It's just that look. Kids, honestly, kids are no different than they ever used to be. Kids are lazy, except when you and I were kids, there wasn't an easy way to just like write a report. It was like, it was like I have to write a paper, and it's going to be pretty obvious if I don't do it. So I've got to do something, and you couldn't just like, you couldn't literally open your phone and be like, "Hey, write a history paper for me about Abraham Lincoln," and like. You know what I mean?
So it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before, because I've been in the house for 2 days with everybody. And me and Alex was sitting in the living room. And our bedroom's on the other side of the living room. Ashley and I's bedroom's on the other side of the living room. She was in our bedroom. And our walls are like freaking tissue paper. They're paper. Right. You can't hear everything. So me and Alex are in there talking. And he's watching a YouTube video. And it's some stupid kid on a YouTube video, some influencer that makes more freaking money than me and you do. And he was sitting there and he goes, blah, 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 blah. And it costed me $7, blah, 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 blah. And I just went, did he just say costed me $7? And Alex went, yeah. And I went, costed? He said the word costed me $7. And he said, yeah. And he knew that was incorrect too, and we just kind of laughed, blah blah blah. And I kind of went on a little rant about how stupid people are today, and stupid these kids are today, and how I just went on my little Andy rant. What? Oh, so anyway, so Ashley texts me from the next room because she could hear our conversation, and she texts me and she says, a lot of the kids nowadays are spelling the word paid. I paid for this with money, that they're spelling it P-A-Y-E-D. And so I looked over to Alex and I said, how do you spell the word paid? Like I paid you with money. And Alex looks at me and goes, P-A-Y-E-D. And I about came off that freaking love seat. I was like, are you serious? Did you? And he was like, is that not the right way? No, that's not the right way to spell paid. And we looked it up, and P-A-Y-E-D is when you add freaking some kind of protective coating on a ship, on the P-A-Y to paid.
Wow.
The ship was paid. And I was like, P-A-I-D. And I tried to tell him, I was like, this is why we're getting stupider. This is why we're living in this movie Idiocracy. I think that's what got us on that topic, was that kid goes, it costed me $7. And I was like, this freaking kid makes more money than me, and he can't even speak English correctly.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
We're living in
you can. I think it's our fault for not being younger and more attractive, and something.
I am trying to make myself more attractive every day. Can you not see my beauty mark this morning?
I like the
gnarly.
I like the glasses for sure. They look very, very. And you have a little bit of something there on your face. Just a little bit.
See, that's dried
Neosporin,
blood,
bro. You need Neosporin.
Do need some Neosporin.
Smack some Neosporin on there. It'll be gone tomorrow.
That knocked that when I fell this way. I had fallen in like that in a long time. I mean, my face hit the ground. My glasses flew off my face. That kind of knocked me. I didn't see little birdies or stars, but I laid there for a second. I was like, whoa. That kind of knocked some sense into me for a second.
Let's see. There was one more that I wanted to cover today. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot.
One more.
Yeah, but we don't really have time. Oh, yeah. I wanted to cover the DC stuff, but maybe we'll do that tomorrow if Mr. E wakes up and joins us, or Jordan maybe. But let's talk about this. This will be real fast. Do you believe in Sasquatch?
I don't know, to be honest.
Do you believe in, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Yeti? That's all the same thing, right? Have you ever? Let me ask you in another way. Have you ever imagined that it's possible, that it's real, that out there in the woods,
yes,
there is an anthropomorphic ancestor to humanity that is somehow.
No, you're going off. You're that's an automatic no when you start explaining. No. Do I believe that there's something out there that we haven't discovered yet? Yes. Do I believe that maybe there is an intelligent ape-like species that runs around and we haven't found any? I mean,
no evidence for.
We haven't found any bodies.
Right.
We've got so-called evidence, but I just don't know. That is all. That's one of those. Can be
explained by other ways.
That's one of those that I honestly. I don't want to dismiss, but I don't want to accept. Like aliens, yes, I believe there are aliens. Period. There's no, yes, there are aliens out there. But Bigfoot, I don't know. Because I can link. There's great arguments on both sides.
Okay, if you are deeply introspective for just a moment, is it possible that you feel like, I mean, I want it to be like it's true that they're out there, but deep down, like true. I don't believe it either.
I'm trying to use my rational head.
Yeah.
If it's I've always done this my whole life. If it sounds feasible, I will not dismiss the fact that it is possible. No matter how much I don't agree with it, I will accept the fact that it is possible if I find all the facts to be feasible. That's how I've always been, even though I might not accept it.
Right. So we've teed it up a little bit.
Okay.
This idea, Sasquatch, Bigfoot.
Right.
It's always fun to consider. It's always
Right.
fun to consider. They may happen, even though nobody's ever been attacked by a Bigfoot.
Yes, they
Nobody's
have.
ever been.
Yes, they have.
Oh no, people tell
So-called.
stories about being attacked.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing: all of the evidence is that we have of Bigfoot is people telling story. I saw
Right.
something up there, or I
We
saw this impression in the mud,
right.
or whatever.
Or hair or stuff
Okay,
like that. We've never found any
so
bodies or
it's
anything.
all secondhand or something that frankly could be
Right.
easily,
Right.
fake.
Hit the ball.
Okay. According to this is run on WBCK FM, but I saw this on a number of other places too. Did some nerd just debunk Bigfoot sightings in Michigan? So apparently, Michigan's big on Bigfoot. They got like Bigfoot towns, Bigfoot hotels. They got a big tourist
money.
industry on Bigfoot. Big money, Bigfoot. Well, you know what else they have a lot of is bears. And some scientist,
And
some
Battlestar
big
Galactica.
brain nerd did a correlation or association between Bigfoot sightings and bear population.
Hey man,
And
that's just like
basically-
your opinion, man.
It's just your opinion, man.
It's like your opinion, man.
Sasquatch sightings were significantly associated with bear populations, such that on average, one sighting of is expected for every 900 bears. And based on statistical considerations, it's likely that most supposed Sasquatch are really misidentified known forms. If Bigfoot is there, it might be bears. Which is actually scarier than Bigfoot, because bears are known to eat you.
So you're telling me that what you're saying, what you've brought up this morning for us to talk about in this last story, is that this genius has debunked something that no one has ever thought before. And so we write an article on Bigfoot may be a bear.
I think he did a correlation between sightings and bear population density. This article is mostly sad about it.
Time?
Oh, waste of time.
This is dumb. Of course that some of them are fucking bears. Of course. What, are they just trying to get somebody to click on an article? Jeez. I mean, I've got a woodworking buddy that does fake Bigfoot tracks around here. I've got a woodworking buddy that has these size 13 shoes, and he's taken these size 13 shoes and he's made and carved. He's an excellent woodworker. He's a carpenter, and he's carved these two pieces. I've seen the shoes. They're two huge wooden feet in two parts, the bottom part and the top part, so that he's got these shoes and he'll go over to places, and if there's a sand or something in some of these areas in these he'll get out and he'll put these shoes on and he'll make impressions in the sand, and it leaves a little line. When you do it, it leaves a little line in the middle, so you have to go back and you have to smooth out the line and kind of do you kind of got to do a little artwork in there to make the foot impression look a little, real and whatnot. But he does that just to screw with people's heads around here. I've told people around here several times, people that I actually, I'm like, if you ever hear of anybody see Bigfoot sightings or have Bigfoot tracks around here, don't believe their ass. Okay.
Right.
Believe their ass, because I know the guy that does.
Okay. So between that, your buddy, and a bunch of guys just like your buddy that are all over the place.
Right.
Just like, it's funny.
Right.
Between that,
hilarious.
And bear sight and just bears, because bears get up on their hind legs sometimes and just look around.
Yeah, hell yeah.
After I read this article yesterday, I just did a little Google. I actually sent an alert for Google alert for Sasquatch or Bigfoot sightings, and I went to the most recent one. It was some TikTok video of guy sees Bigfoot, and there's this blurry, shitty ass video of a figure up on the top of the mountain, and it's so far away. It's and these guys are I swear that's a creature. It's a Bigfoot thing or something. And I watched it move around, and I was like, that's a fucking bear, guys. You guys aimed your camera at a bear up on the hill. You can't tell that. So I don't know. I mean, it's a fun idea, but I think maybe between this and people that are just joking on people and like faking Bigfoot stuff. And I will say this: there's probably people out there that really, literally believe they encountered
Oh
a
yeah,
bear.
I believe that too. I believe
And
that there are people out there that have some sort of experience that it has traumatized them, and I don't want to make fun of those people. I want
right,
to, you know, I don't want to with him, my buddy, making fun. I don't want to like make their experience any less, because some of those people seem real. I mean, they
yeah,
had something happen to them that's affected
yeah.
them.
But should you take their firsthand account as any evidence? I don't.
Was it a Bigfoot?
I
Maybe
don't
not.
know. I don't know. Maybe you fell
Maybe
down
not.
and hit your head on a rock, or maybe you saw a real big scary animal in the woods and your brain broke for a moment. You think that can't happen? Of course that can happen. You're lucky if you encounter a bear in the woods. You're lucky you get away. You know. So anyway, so Bigfoot. You know, on that Y-File show, he won't even cover cryptids because there's like cryptids are any animal like this that's like Bigfoot or Loch Ness or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he just doesn't buy the evidence for it. But so now we have Big Brain Nerd says Bigfoot not real. So
Well, I'm glad
sad
that
day.
he told us, because I mean, I was a big believer until this guy wrote this article.
Right,
So
I know
thank
you
you
were
for
totally
sharing.
tricked. They had you duped for like 40 some
I
years.
did. I'm glad he
Sucker.
can't wait for his next book to tell me what to think. All right.
All right, that's it today.
Thank you for joining us.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching the show. Please hit like, subscribe, leave a comment on the video below. That helps us fool the internet and other morons on the internet to think that the show is valuable. And we need that. Now, check out this new ending.